Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're talking all about the fall fashion trends for 2024. There are many of them, some of which I am avoiding like the plague, and others that I think, while I initially had a I didn't necessarily want to see that come back, cough, cough, leopard, I have seen some very wearable ways that I feel I can incorporate this trend. And remember, as I always say, the only real rule to fashion is that you love it, that you feel good in what you wear and you feel confident in what you wear. Forget what other people say, that's out, that's in. You have to feel really good in what you wear, whether it's a trend, a classic piece, it doesn't matter as long as you feel good. Just because I love something doesn't mean you have to, and just because I don't love something doesn't mean that you can't love it. Okay, let's get into it. As always, the links for everything that I can link for you that I show in this video will be down below in the description box and also on the products tab here on YouTube. And of course, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you stick around and join us and become part of our community. We like to have fun here, so if you like to have fun, join us. The first trend, I feel, it's just the elephant in the room that we have to get out of the way, is the barrel jeans or barrel pants, barrel denim. I've seen it mostly in denim. When I first saw this trend, it was like an immediate no for me, dog. But for science, I decided I'm gonna order a pair of barrel jeans and we'll give this a try. Now, almost everything that I'm wearing in today's video is from Target, a couple of pieces maybe from Walmart. Everything in this video is gonna be very budget friendly and affordable type fashion. Target has this new brand, Future Collective, and they released a bunch of stuff. A lot of it is really fun and I really like it. It's very, some of it's like very trendy, fashion forward type stuff. In fact, this top that I'm wearing is from Future Collective with little pearls on it. It's so cute. It is already made to like crisscross. I love doing I call it the Jackie cross because Jackie Kennedy used to wear her shirts like this or button ups. So I call it the Jackie cross, but it crosses over like an X in the front. You can wear it normal or like that. I love it. Anyways, so I decided to try a pair of their barrel jeans. And I gotta say, I don't hate them, but I kind of feel a little bit like that cartoon character, Yosemite Sam, where his legs are bowed out. That's the one thing about this trend. And let me know what you think in the comments. That's the one thing about this trend that I'm still trying to wrap my mind around is like, why are we trying to make our legs look like they're bowed? Like we've been riding a horse for a year and haven't dismounted for a year. Like, why are we trying to look bow-legged? I don't entirely get it. And there's extremes of this. So I would consider these barrel jeans to be a very baby step into it. They're ever so slightly bowed. There are some that are extreme, and it's important if you're gonna wear this trend that you make sure they're the right length. You gotta get them to where they're like ankle length if that's what they're meant to be. The bowed look is going to hit depending on the length of the pants as they were designed and intended. So you got to make sure they fit you correctly for that design and intention. Anyways, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. I don't hate them. I'm not crazy about them one way or the other, but I definitely think that if it's a trend that you like and you want to try, I think that this pair is a good entry point without going too crazy. I was absolutely one of those girls who went nuts for Leopard in the 2000s, like 2010s around there. I'm bad at dates, but I know at some point around there, Leopard was really in, and animal print in general. I do feel that a good leopard print is almost like a neutral. You can basically pair it with anything. That's kind of how I also feel about camo. It's a good neutral. You can basically pair it with anything. I just wasn't thrilled because I was worried that we were going to go to the extremes. I'm totally for it if you think that leopard is right for you in a maxi skirt or a dress. I, for one, find that the best way for me to wear a trend like this is to, again, ease in very gently with small things like shoes, belts, accessories in that way. I'm not one to jump right back into a full-on leopard print top or skirt or dress, though there are many great options out there if you are. I just am choosing to do this in the form of some shoes, some flats. These ballet flats that are like the Mary Jane style, they have the little strap that goes over the top. I got these in leopard print from Target. They're very affordable. I also picked up a pair of the leopard print flats that do not have a strap. They're more pointy toe, but they are the knit material, so they are very similar to Rothy's. If you know Rothy's, they're wonderful shoes. They're very pricey. And so this is kind of Walmart's inspired by version of some Rothy's. I like this because the material tones down the print. The material being a knit makes it feel a little more muted than something like a patent leather or something like that that's more shiny and flashy. Now there are lots of variations of leopard print, and it's not just leopard print, by the way, that's on trend. I've definitely seen a lot of the snakeskin pattern as well, so it's kind of both of those I'm seeing quite a bit of. So if you're interested in trying that trend, I highly recommend starting with like shoes or a belt or something like that if you're not fully ready to jump into like the head to toe leopard outfit. Sticking with shoes for just a second, mesh shoes, mesh slide on shoes. Again, this is one of those trends that some of the summer ones that I saw, some of them have like almost a net look to them, like truly like a fishing net look. Some of them are sort of a larger gauge, if you will, of mesh versus smaller. I was very skeptical, I will fully admit. However, I got this pair of black mesh slippers, slide-on, ballet slippers type slide-on shoes from Target. I love them. They are so comfortable, so comfortable. I wish that they made the same exact like mesh one in other colors. I did order a nude pair from Amazon. I will link to those as well. They were around the same price as the Target ones. They're a little different style, but with how much I love this black mesh pair and how easy it is to pair with anything, denim, skirts, it doesn't matter. I love them. They're so comfortable, especially when it's still hot where you live during the fall fashion season. It's still often in the 80s here. I definitely can't jump into like heavy boots and things like that. So I love these mesh shoes. Again, lots of options, lots of variations of these. A lot of the ones that you're going to see are going to have like embellishments on them. So pearl embellishments or studs. Studs are another big trend this year. You're seeing them on handbags as well as on shoes. The next trend that I'm seeing a lot of, and let me just preface this by the way, when I say the trends, I actually don't know like what all the designer people, I'm saying like this is what I'm seeing in the store. So I know it's coming from somewhere, right? They trickle down usually from designer items. There are a couple of fashion people that I follow that share a lot of very like high-end expensive stuff, and I love to get inspiration from them. I like to see what they're wearing because it's often beautiful. They look so put together, but I cannot afford anything that they wear. So I kind of get inspired by the outfits that they put together, the things that they're wearing, especially things that I see them wearing repeatedly. And then I can usually find some inspired by or version of that that's very close, a lot more affordably through some of the places that I like to shop. So with that said, I'm seeing a ton of slip skirts, the like sort of satin material slip dresses. One of my favorite ways to style a slip dress, because they are very comfortable, they are very breathable, they are kind of an elevated look in and of themselves. So I love to style them with like sweaters over the top, whether it be a cardigan or a really like long sweater that it's long enough to be worn with leggings, like it covers your butt. Those kinds of sweaters, they give you like this cute, cozy, and then there's like a little touch of like the kind of feminine, sexy vibes that come in from the slip skirt or that satiny material. Of course, like a cropped cardigan is also really cute. Obviously, the shorter the cardigan, it's not going to necessarily cover up a midsection or our butt if that's what's lumping and bumping. But I will say the other recommendation I have is to size up in slip dresses and slip skirts. As long as it's not going to like fall off of you, I would much prefer them to fit loosely and just kind of flow and move over my body rather than feel clingy anywhere or pull in certain places, hips especially, because again, depending on how they're cut, they can do that, right? So I tend to size up in these. This green dress I think is just such a beautiful color. It's kind of this muted sage green, which is one of the colors I'm seeing a lot of for fall. We'll talk a second about the other color that's everywhere that I'm sure you've already seen. But this muted sage green, I'm seeing quite a bit of it, and I really like it. And I like green with my reddish hair. I think it pairs well. So I really like that one. But I have to tell you that this wine burgundy colored slip skirt is amazing. Let's slip into colors for just a second. Is that red burgundy is like hot this fall. You're seeing it everywhere, whether it's red handbags, red shoes, but we're also seeing a more muted version of that in kind of the burgundy wine color. Seeing it again in handbags, shoes, dresses, all kinds of things. Now this is a color, I love red anyways. Hello, wearing red lipstick. But I really love both red and this wine burgundy color. I think this wine color is just, it's very classy. It's very pretty. The other color we're seeing a bunch of that I'm just going to go ahead and mention now is a chocolate brown. So a really rich, deep chocolate brown. We're seeing that in home decor, but also in fashion, and I love it. I think it is so beautiful. So pairing these colors and finding different ways to wear them, I have no problem wearing this trend. They're very wearable colors, so I'm always happy when the trendy color is a wearable color. This skirt, again, I just can't say enough about how much I love it. So easy to dress up, dress down. Again, pair with a sweater. You can pair it with tennis shoes. That's the fun thing about slip skirts. They can be paired with tennis shoes or dressed up more with boots or heels or something like that. I also got this knit set from Target. It's the burgundy wine color. It's a sweater, skirt and sweater cardigan, obviously, but like they're both the sweater material and they are so soft. Target just does this really, really well with making these cardigans very, very soft. I'm going to like put a little asterisk maybe in the description box next to the sweaters that are the super, super soft material, because if you're somebody who loves comfy cozy like I do, then you're going to love these sweaters. Not every sweater is that same like super soft material, but these are, and they are fantastic. Again, love this sweater set. This is great if you've got to go into an office, if you're a teacher, if you just have to get dressed up or you like to get dressed up. This is such a great option for fall, especially because both of those pieces can be worn separately and styled separately, or they can be worn together as a set. I adore both of these pieces. The other thing I would be remiss if I didn't share with you in this video, I don't know if these necessarily fall into a trend, but since I'm sharing some things I found at Target, I want to include these because my goodness, I don't know if these are trendy or not, but as I always tell you, I wear what I like. I don't care if other people like it. I don't care if it's on trend or not. I wear what I like. And when I first saw these overalls, they zip up the front. They're from the Wild Fable collection. Some of the things that I shared with you today are. That's Target's like Juniors brand. So sometimes I find things in there that I like. The boat neck kind of see-through style shirts that totally are like a throwback to my high school days. Those are the Wild Fable. I mean, we're seeing a ton of like 90s fashion coming back, which is just wild anyways. So many of the shoes and things that we wore in like middle school, high school, I'm seeing at the stores again. It's a little bit of a trip. But anyways, these wide leg overalls are just the most comfortable thing ever. They're not stiff and uncomfortable. They again just zip up so you can take them down quickly and easily to go to the bathroom. Adjustable straps, you know, for length. These are just, oh, I didn't know if I was going to like them because I thought these might be a little too youthful for me. And again, you can dress however you want at any age. There's just some things for me that, especially having teenage daughters, I just like to avoid. However, I just have to tell you that these overalls are so, so comfortable. I also tried one of the like fully button up, they call them like a boiler suit. It just looks like a, you know, repairman's outfit kind of a thing. Like I feel like I should have a embroidered name badge on this. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not because I just don't know where I would wear it and how I would wear it. But I do think it's very, very cute. So if you look at this piece and you're like, oh man, that totally fits my style, I would recommend it because it's very comfortable. The sizing is true to size on that. And it is really, really comfy. I just can't quite see myself wearing it and figuring out how I would style it, but it is very comfortable and I think very, very cute. Let's sum up really quickly. There are lots of different ways to incorporate the trends that you're seeing this year if you like them and you want to incorporate them. You don't have to. There's no rule saying you have to wear what's on trend right now. Again, wear what you love, wear what you feel good in. And if there is a trend that you like and you want to incorporate it into your wardrobe, I would highly recommend starting really small with an accessory, some shoes, a belt, earrings, a handbag in that color, a more gentle variation of the design or the cut of the clothing. Again, barrel jeans, maybe don't go full bowed leg, maybe just start with like a slight bow if you want to give those a try. I do feel like the fall trends that I've seen this year are very wearable, mostly flattering on most body types, which is great. As I always say, Autumn Angie is the best Angie. My favorite fashion is fall fashion. It's the time of year I get most excited for getting dressed because it's not blazing hot, it's not freezing cold, and I love cozy. My desire is always to be comfortable and feel cozy. So when it's the time of year for that kind of fashion and getting dressed every day feels really fun and exciting when I know I'm going to get to put on stuff that I love, I feel really good in, and I'm not going to be like sweating to death or freezing in it. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again very soon.